My grandfather died about a month before I was born. And so I remember pulling into the graveyard where he's buried, and I remember having this weird conversation, and I don't know what type of headspace I was in. I won't go there, but I remember saying, you know, I'm gonna finish what you started. I'm gonna get it all back. I'm gonna fix this issue, this problem. I just remember what was strong to me was that, you know, we were always a great family to get together for Sunday night dinners. And I just remember a lot of talk when I was a child. There seemed to be this shame, or there seemed to be this cloud over our family for having to sell this land to sustain the farm. My wife Jocelyn was in travel and tourism, and again, I'm a farmer, and we were doing pretty well on the farm. I had some equity built up. We were traveling because of her career. We were going to all the wine regions of the world. Meanwhile, there was a couple of other projects in Nova Scotia that started to really pick up on sparkling wine, internationally becoming recognized. And so here we were traveling the globe, going to Italy and Argentina and France, going to all the wine regions, eating at Michelin star restaurants and drinking all this fabulous wine. Meanwhile, at home, we're hearing about this influx of interest in our region as a wine growing area. So we started to investigate. We had this beautiful piece of land with a view and proximity to water, everything that everybody preached that you should start with. So we were curious, and we went to a wine symposium. We knew we wanted to do something here. We knew we were very interested in developing the farm further and doing some projects together. And so it all just kind of came together magically.
We decided to diversify the farm, the poultry farm. We had lots of land, and we had great interest for wine and drinking it ourselves, growing our palate and evolving. And I ended up taking a sommelier program after my travel and tourism background. So I was a travel agent for leisure and corporate. And then it kind of spun into drinking wine and then growing it. So we first planted in 2009, and with the hopes at that time that we were really just expanding in the farm and starting in a new industry here in Nova Scotia to be grape growers, to sell our fruit.
There's always this anticipation around harvest. You start to make lists and check them, and you start to get amped up, and you're looking at your equipment, and you're fixing all the tires on the trailers and thinking about, you know, do I have all my equipment working, and where is everything? You just start to get organized, and 2 or 3 weeks out, you start hiring the extra hands. That's what we've been doing lately, is bringing some extra people on the farm to help us with harvest. It's very normal practice, and so yeah, it's kind of this energy that builds, and, you know, it's really kind of neat. And then we pick up harvesters from all over. People will show up in buses and living in school buses. They'll just come and camp in the vineyard. We meet all kinds of really cool people, from actors to writers to transient folks that are, you know, it's really a neat time. We meet a lot of really cool, eclectic people, and we try to build this community in the farm. We try to build this momentum and community, you know, so that we have a great spirit. It's hard work, long days, and once we get really into it up in October, it's pretty grueling. You know, you're at the end of it, you're pretty spent. You know, you're done for a while. You need a break.
At the time, we had no intentions of taking it probably to the level that we are now, which is producing our own and packaging and labeling and putting our name on it and marketing, and then growing this facility to share with the community and like-minded individuals in the wine industry.
I just remember having this unexplainable urge to make things right, and I didn't even know really how to do that or what it was all about. But Yes, my grandmother was extremely proud and satisfied every time I was able to purchase a building lot, a house back. And so we were able to buy 6 houses back on the farm that surrounded our farm that was sold off over the years and parted off of the farm. And we were able to purchase back some of the larger parcels of land, you know, that were sold to the commercial farmer in the 90s. And so yeah, she, you know, it fueled her, or fueled me, seeing her be so overjoyed with this, you know, activity as I was bringing the land back and creating all these, you know, bringing the lots back to surround our farm again with our particular land, and actually tearing houses down that were beyond repair that were on some of these lots. You know, I think it's 3 now that I've actually removed from the land and put back in. So these are building lots that are now, you know, used again as farm, you know. So we have vineyard on 2 of them in particular. So it's really great. When my grandmother was still alive, it was really great and satisfying to me, and it actually fueled me to keep going and to be more aggressive, and so yeah, it was really fun.